How you guys doing? It's your boy Beasley back at it again. I got a crazy video for you guys today, so please, I know I don't normally do it this early in the video, but drop a like, share this video, comment. I'm gonna show you guys the most insane thing I've ever seen, and the fact I dug it up after 15 years of being buried is unbelievable. So yeah, please support this video, share this video, like this video. I'm gonna show you guys something that I genuinely was disgusted with myself to find out, and I cannot believe more people don't know about this. So please drop a like on the video, drop a comment, sub. I greatly appreciate it. I'm on the road to 1K subs. And yeah, it's Beasley. Also, huge shout out to all my super chatters: Tyler, Abdullah, Rare Omen, JPK, Cozy. Appreciate you guys going above and beyond, giving me that financial support to help me grow as a very small content creator. It means the absolute world to me. So yeah, I appreciate that. And let's get on to the fucking video, you guys. Hell yeah. I have an itch. Okay, you know what? Before I show you the itch, let me just pull this up for you. It's my other video. All right, so here we go. This is the itch. You may be wondering, Beasley, what is this picture? We've seen this picture so many times. So I was scrolling through my YouTube comments, and I've gotten so many comments from you guys, which also huge shout out to you guys. I appreciate that. I got so many comments on this video where people, or not really just this video, but across my channel, where people were telling me, Beasley, I agree with mostly what you say. The OG games were great, but Advanced Warfare Onward, as I show in the video, has hard Sbmm. They agree with that. I'm like, oh, great. I appreciate that. However, a lot of people have been telling me that they have clips of them reverse boosting in Ghost and Black Ops 2. And I said, that doesn't make any sense, because that predates, you know, hard Sbmm. So in Black Ops 2 and Ghost, if you went, you know, 0 and a billion, that wouldn't really work, because, you know, how matchmaking worked back in the day, it was kind of all over the place. Some games you got crazy, you know, sweaty lobbies, and some games you were playing people who could, you know, barely use both thumbs. It's what made the old games so much fun, is because you didn't ever really truly know what you're going to get till you got it. And it caused this itch, like I said, to where, like, I just wanted to know, why did Call of Duty, why did they pick Advanced Warfare to start Sbmm? And it led me down this insane rabbit hole. And this is what I'm going to show you guys. This is an insane rabbit hole I went down. I'm going to be showing a few videos off in this video. So if you can, some of these videos are very old. As you can see, this video is 12 going on 13 years old. And I was just going down this rabbit hole, and piece by piece, bit by bit, I started to realize the puzzle pieces I have aren't to one puzzle. I'm not sure if you guys ever built a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle, and you're trying to work from the corners of the puzzle inward so you can eventually see the thing you're making. I realized today that it's not that I'm taking the puzzles and putting them together wrong. It's that I have pieces for two different puzzles, and I'm trying to make one piece. I'm trying to make one puzzle when it's actually pieces from two different puzzles. So I went on this crazy rabbit hole, and this was the first video I found. It's by a game by the name of Jive Turkey 600. His video is 13 years old, and I want you to listen to this video. And I assure you, this video is going to be very long, so please grab some popcorn, tune in. I try not to make long videos. I always end up yapping for several hours, so I apologize, but just listen to this. This video is 13 years old. Tell me if any of this sounds familiar in 2024.
The game, because I talk about stuff that will help make the game better. I joined this game late, you know, and I'm freestyling this commentary, which I do all the time. And one thing I want to talk about is the reverse boosting. And watch this kill right here. Watch this.
So right away, reverse boosting. You see it, Black Ops 2. This video's 13 years old. I was a child when Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 came out. I wasn't aware of the stuff that was going on. And what's sad is most people weren't either. So the fact that someone told me they had clips of people reverse boosting in these old games, and I went looking for them, and I ended up finding, as you can see, quite a few clips. And just tell me if any of this sounds familiar.
I don't know what happened right there. But I really, every suggestion I make is to make this game better. I don't have
Same.
theater mode isn't working right now, so I don't. This is an old gameplay. I don't have any of my great gameplay. I've been getting some nice.
So keep that in the back of your noggin, by the way. This guy's been getting some crazy gameplays. And wait till you hear how he's getting these crazy gameplays.
I don't have any of my great gameplay. I've been getting some nice gameplays lately. But theater mode is down and I don't live record because I quit so many games and they ambushed the shit out of me.
So you heard it right there. He quits a lot of games. And so at this point, the cogs in my brain were turning. I was like, wait. People were reverse boosting back then. But the funny part about it is they didn't really know it was reverse boosting yet. Reverse boosting wasn't like a household name, like a phrase everyone knows, like modern gamers do. Back 13 years ago, the community was very different. And so you heard the guy. He quits a lot of games. He tanks his win-loss ratio. But by him quitting a lot of games, he gets crazy gameplays. Now, I'm not sure if you guys watch Nero Cinema or Blame Truth or many of the wonderful COD YouTubers that still exist in the modern era. But if you don't know, in Black Ops 6, there's a movement going on right now in BO6 where if you get any resistance in your lobby, just quit. The amount of people on Reddit, YouTube videos, and just the general consensus in 2024 with Black Ops 6, just quit the game. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth the hassle. Just quit. If you quit enough games, you will tank your win-loss ratio, and eventually you'll get a fun game. We are 13 years from this video, and so far it's almost copy and paste to what people are experiencing in the modern game. This is the moment I was like, I'm onto something. I have discovered something, but I didn't know quite yet what I discovered.
So many games and they ambushed the shit out of me. I quit so many games in this game. I don't even know in this Black Ops. I see a lot of people reverse boosting. My boy Thunder posted he posted a pic of somebody going 0 and 121.
Okay, so for context, where have we heard that before? Of a guy killing himself with a rocket launcher going 0 and a bajillion to tank his stats to get an easier game. Where have we heard that before? If any of that sounds vaguely familiar and you're a community member of mine, that's exactly what I did 13 years later to prove skill-based matchmaking is very easily manipulatable in Black Ops 6. So this is what this YouTube comment or these YouTube comments were telling me about. People were killing themselves 13, 14, 15 years ago. But because skill-based matchmaking wasn't a common phrase, people knew what people were doing. It just wasn't a common thing. So people knew what was going on, but there was no word to describe the action they're doing, which is reverse boosting to get easier games. And I was like, my jaw is on the floor, and trust me, you guys haven't heard shit yet. It's crazy what you guys are about to see.
Now that's funny. Wow. That was a mean turn on, right? What am I shooting at? I don't know. Maybe it is somebody down there. Maybe. But that's funny. 0 and 121 trying to get into bad lobbies. You're gonna get into the bad lobbies, but those lobbies are gonna be in Indonesia. A lot of them are gonna be in America too, of course. It's bad players everywhere. And most of the players are in America. But you're still gonna be a victim of the lag, compensation.
So where have we heard that before, by the way? This is a 13-year-old video. Keep that in mind. This is 13 years old. People reverse boosting, going into a different server and shitting on people. If that sounds like any Warzone streamer you've heard of in the last 5 years, ding, 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 you won. They VPN to other servers like Indonesia and these second and third world countries where the player base is much smaller, much worse, and they shred them. They're doing that intentionally in 2024, Black Ops 6. Back then in this game, They used to just do it. The game would do it for you without a VPN. Wow. Just wow.
But you're still going to be a victim of the lag compensation because the matchmaking isn't by region. If the matchmaking was by region and it was skill based and then you reverse boost, oh my goodness, I can imagine the gameplays you get then.
I accidentally paused it a brief second too early. I'm going to let that replay one more time for you guys, just so you can hear it.
Matchmaking isn't by region. If the matchmaking was by region and it was skill based and then you reverse boost, oh my goodness, I can imagine the gameplays you get then.
He said this 13 years ago. He said, if you can only imagine, if you could reverse boost and stay in your native region, what ungodly gameplays you can make. Oh, you mean like the people who are going, I don't know, 402? Or the people who are going 98-0? Or the people who are going, 135-5? Just insane. Insane how much digging I did for this video. So please drop a like and a comment. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, this guy was basically salivating 13 years ago saying, bro, if they only let me stay in America while I reverse boost, things would be carnage. You mean kind of like what's happening like right now, right? Insane how this guy called it 13 years ago.
Reverse boost, oh my goodness, I can imagine the gameplays you get then. But I don't recommend reverse boosting. I really don't. I think they're gonna.
So yes, that video I found of you in the depths of the YouTube algorithm really shook me, because almost everything this man said from the 13 years ago past is coming to fruition. Almost every problem he said is coming to fruition. It's insane how this stuff existed 13 years ago, but no one talks about it. It's just it's a gone, faded memory at this point. So that video was crazy. And then after I found that video, I said, I'm going to keep going. I have to keep going. I'm on to something. And I have to keep going. Then I found, 402 Thunder, 402, OG, been making COD content for literally ever. And after I found that guy's BO2 reverse boosting lobby, as you can see, this is BO3 gameplay. Blunder's title of this video is Skill-Based Matchmaking in Call of Duty. And I was like, what? I don't remember this video at all.
Hello, boys and girls out there in YouTube land. I've got a question to ask you guys. Why the fuck does every lobby I get in look like this? And look at the dudes on my team. I got like, 3 prestige players on my team, level 33, level 37. And look at the dudes on the other team, man. You got 151, then you got I think that's a second prestige, a third prestige. I don't even know what other prestige some other badges are. I've never even seen that shit before. Why does every lobby I get in look like this? And this was the last game I played last night before I went to bed. Now, these dudes aren't in a full party, so this was actually a good lobby for me. Because usually I'm playing against dudes who are all in a full party on second or third prestige. And I was starting to think to myself, yo, I've got to have the worst luck. Because, getting good gameplay, so newsflash here, people, big part of getting good gameplay is all about the lobby you're in. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the lobby you're in.
It is.
And, man, every lobby I've been getting in on Blob's Deuce is just, it's rough, yo. It's rough. It's to say the very least.
So you may be wondering, Beastly, what is the relevancy of this video? You found a video where a guy's talking about reverse boosting in Black Ops 2, and then you found a video where a guy's talking about skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 2. Trust me, just give me time, and you will understand all in due time. You will understand all in due time. Where is...
I want to get back into the matchmaking here, guys. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this video. I wasn't even going to do a video today, but I just played last night, and a lot of you guys follow me on Twitter. You guys know all about it. You guys were following me last night on Twitter, man, and this shit was brutal. I kept getting into all these uber competitive MLG pub lobbies, man.
No way.
Yeah, I was just saying to myself, yo, you don't have to tell me. Vandahar doesn't even have to confirm to me that there's skill-based matchmaking in this game, because I already know there is. Like I said.
So if you asked most people if there's skill-based matchmaking in Ghosts and Black Ops 2, they would tell you hell no. And now this is already 2 different people who have talked about this game having skill-based matchmaking, and at this point, the cogs went from barely turning in my head to being full tilt. I was like, what? This makes no sense. This was just all revealing, and trust me, you guys are going to get revealed in a moment. It's insane.
You saw the lobby clip I showed you in the beginning. Like every lobby I get in, there's no low-level players. I mean, it's just like it's the opposite end of the spectrum. This game's been out for a week, and I'm going up against people in the 3rd and 4th prestige already. I can't even hit level 55 yet, son. And there's the black hat in action. Look at this thing. Get on, baby. This black hat, man. I know the people have been making videos about this thing, and I'm not really going to make a video about it, but, you know, I'll just tell you guys right now, it's a damn good piece of equipment, man. Real good. You know, sentry turrets and guardian turrets, annoying as hell in this game. The freaking black hat takes them out, no sweat. I went up against a full party all running sentry guns last night, and I was taking out their sentry turrets, no sweat. And they were getting mad, they were butthurt in the lobby. They're like, man, what are you guys doing? You guys are throwing EMPs? I was like, nope, black hat, bitch. So I don't think they'll be running sentry guns anymore. They seemed OP, but they're definitely not. So yeah, running to full parties nonstop, dude, and you know, try hards nonstop. You know, hey, it's like running the Boston Marathon, man. I mean, yeah, it's fun to run it, you know, once in a while, but you want to run that shit every day? You know, climbing Mount Everest is cool, but you want to climb Mount Everest every day? Like, no. I don't know why Treyarch put skill-based matchmaking in this game, and you already have a league play.
Bingo. So Thunder just said the magic words. Why would they stick Sbmm into this game if they have league play? So then I thought more about it, and I remember that original comment I made at the beginning of the video where I said, I don't understand why Advanced Warfare was chosen to be the sacrificial Sbmm lobby. It dawned on me right in this moment. Advanced Warfare didn't start skill-based matchmaking. Black Ops 2 did. And we'll get to this in a moment, but I had a feeling there has to be some correlation between the first Call of Duty game to have ranked play and the first Call of Duty game to have skill-based matchmaking incorporated. That's not a coincidence. By no means do I find it a coincidence that league play was introduced into a game and then skill-based matchmaking was put into pubs. That's not a coincidence.
There's league play in this game, right? If you want to play competitive, go into league play. I don't know why they put skill-based matchmaking in pubs. I mean, I don't know if Treyarch is trying to troll the YouTube community. And, I mean, I'm not saying that YouTubers can't get good games against people of their own skill level. It can happen. I mean, you could just outplay people. But, I mean, it definitely makes it harder. I mean, from Black Ops 1 lobbies to Black Ops 2 lobbies, it is complete night and day. I mean, I go into, like I said, man, there's a black hat again, whipping this little thing out. Look at that. Get hacked, bitch. Bam! Taking out spy planes, no sweat. And right there leads into my care package. And I've been running care packages a lot lately. A lot of people have been running care packages a lot lately just because, you know, the streaks are tough to get as it is. Plus, you get the skill-based matchmaking in pubs. So, man, MLG pub lobbies, guys. What do you guys think about it? I want to know right now. I mean, like I said, the competition is fun. The competition is fun. It's good to play people of your own skill level once in a while, but playing them all the time. I mean, dude, people love pub stomping, man. I mean, Treyarch, you trying to nerf pub stomping? How you gonna nerf pub stomping, Treyarch? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they did it, especially when you got a league play option. What is the point of having league play when you got competitive pubs like this? And I know a lot of you guys out there are feeling me because a lot of you guys even told me, like, Thunder, man, dude, these pub lobbies are brutal. And they are. I'm here to tell you guys they are. Because you're playing people of your own skill level. This game's not as hard as everyone's making it out to be, man. This game's actually easy. It's one of the easiest Call of Duties ever. It's just the matchmaking. I tried to stick the sentry gun on that one guy, but my boy took him out. But it's the matchmaking, bro. The matchmaking is what is making this shit seem like it is just such a hard game. I mean, yeah, the maps are kind of shitty too. You know, the maps can mess you up easy because there's just so many ways to get got from. I mean, there's so many ways you could get flanked. Oh, my boy got a triple feed right there. That's impressive. A triple spray in this game is real impressive. It's like getting a five-man spray in any other Call of Duty. But I don't know if they're gonna buff the bullet damage. I don't know what's going on. The connection issues, you know, still a problem. The triple spray is damn impressive with all the bullshit that's going on right now with these servers. So what do you guys think? I just want to know. Do you guys like the fact that, you know, pub stomping it still goes on, but you're gonna see a lot less of it? Do you think Treyarch should make the matchmaking, you know, the matchmaking the way it used to be, where you just get matched up against, you know, anybody instead of them throwing you in lobbies with, like I said, dude, every lobby I'm in, I'm going up against prestige dudes. Every lobby. There might be one guy who's like a level 50 or something, no prestige, but every lobby I'm going up against prestige players. I mean, like I said, dude, it don't make any sense. I could go into Black Ops 1, there's split screening noobs all over the place. I come into...
So keep that in the back of your noggin, right? This is now multiple people who've talked about this, where there is a distinct difference in matchmaking from Black Ops 2 to every other previous COD. Why? It's a great question to ask. Okay, so I found two videos from 13 plus years ago that talk about skill-based matchmaking in Black Ops 2. That talked about how Black Ops 2 is inherently different than every other previous COD. Another YouTuber I'm about to pull footage from is Nero Cinema, a guy who I referenced earlier in the video. Nero made a video 13 years ago as well, talking about skill-based matchmaking, a rant/reversed gameplay booster 13 years ago, by the way. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, the answer's been in front of me the entire time. I just didn't remember any of this because I was a kid. I was a child when this came out. Advanced Warfare, I was old enough to be a cognitive teenager to understand, you know, basic things, right and wrong, yada, 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 like patterns and trends. But I was too young to see it in Black Ops 2, to see it in Ghost, to see it in every other game. I was just too young. And it's honestly crazy. And now listen to what Nero is about to say in his video and tell me if any of this sounds familiar from a video from 13 years ago.
What is going on, everyone? Nero and here for you, some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 playing some Grief. It's time on the map farm. This is probably my best zombies video I've recorded so far. I actually wasn't recording, got this out of theater. It's a pretty good match overall. So I'm playing Grief. I'm playing with a couple of split screeners on my team versus it wasn't a full party of 4, but either way, there's just 4 people on the other team. And it was a cockfight there for a while. It really was. You know, it was around 15 right here. The other team kept going down a lot. We weren't going down as much, but they kept getting themselves back up. And it was just one of them. This is actually the longest we've ever lasted in a Grief match in terms of you know, the other team and my team staying alive. Usually we die, like everyone dies out and one of the team wins by round 10 or so. We made it all the way to 15. I gave a pretty good round. I don't die throughout this entire video. It's a good one. It's probably my best zombies gameplay so far. But what I want to talk about, not so much zombies, is a little bit about skill-based matchmaking. That is what I want to talk about. That's what's on my mind. So usually I don't talk about other people. You know, I don't focus on what other people do. I just focus on what's going on with my channel, what's going on with me. I just usually don't focus on anyone else. That's usually how I predicate my channel. But I want to make this video about skill-based matchmaking because it's starting to become a joke. It really is. So if you guys aren't aware, there's skill-based matchmaking built in the Black Ops 2. Essentially what it means is
So now this is 402 Thunder. This is Nero. 2 very respectable OG COD content creators. And another gentleman who I just so happened to find start the down the rabbit hole trend. 3 people have now talked about skill-based matchmaking being in Black Ops 2. I was told skill-based matchmaking was only in the game for the first 2 weeks, and then they removed it. This shit's insane.
Takes a couple different factors like your score per minute, your kill death ratio, your win loss, all that, you know, all that stuff, and it tries to match you up with people of a similar skill to you, based upon those criteria, your kill death, your score per minute, etc. So people have these people, they're mainly the kind of players that during Modern Warfare 3 they predicated their channel, like they built their entire channel upon Moabs and Moab gameplay. Like,
where have we heard of that before, guys? Nero saying the people who abuse this shit are the people who predicate their channel on dropping Moabs. It's almost like you can change the year, you can change the Black Ops title, and just change the word Moab to nuke, and it's the exact same fucking problem we have in 2024. Almost to a fucking T. Crazy how this works.
They predicated their channel, like they built their entire channel upon Moabs and Moab gameplay, like on like 100+ double Moabs, and you know, where their whole team's running like support for.
This dude just unironically said double Moabs, 100+ like Owen game. Where have we seen that before, you guys? Quadruple nuke, penta nuke. I got 1,000 nukes in a game. Crazy work.
During Modern Warfare 3, they predicated their channel, like they built their entire channel upon Moabs and Moab gameplay, like on like 100+ double Moabs, and you know, where their whole team's running like support for them, that kind of thing. Those kind of douches. Those kind of people, they're now abusing the skill-based matchmaking system to get like these 100+ gameplays, or you know, whatever 80 kills in one round of domination gameplays, and it's a joke. It is. How they're doing it is they're like making new accounts, right? And they're taking these accounts, they're going and just going into random matches and just like killing themselves or letting people shoot them.
Where have we heard that before, you guys? Where have we heard that before? People making fresh accounts, going in, killing themselves hundreds of times, tanking their KD, tanking their win-loss, tanking all of their stats to magically find easier lobbies. It's almost like some content creator, some YouTuber, replicated that exact same experiment in 2024 and could do it flawlessly. fucking sane. All of these videos, by the way, are not private. You can go find them. They're all 12 to 13 years old. Obviously, I'm saying 13 because we're about to head to 2025, so it'll be at a year. But so 12 to 13 years old. This shit has me mind blown.
So they're like making new accounts, right? And they're taking these accounts, they're going and just going into random matches and just like killing themselves or letting people shoot them. So their kill death ratio is horrible, like a 0.03. They make it so their score per minute is like even worse than that. Well, I guess they really can't be worse than 0.03, but they're making their score per minute something terrible, right? Something horrible. And after they do that for a while, they'll get themselves up to like level 10 or so, get themselves so up so they have some create classes and the horrible stats and be able to make other classes and whatnot. And then they just go join Ground War, and then the game, using the skill-based matchmaking, mind you, will match these people up with what they're calling Timmy No Thumbs. These people who like literally can't shoot and walk at the same time, and these people are, these commentators that are doing this are dropping like 117 and ones, and scores like that, and it's like, what the hell? And then people find it impressive. That's the worst of it, is that people find that some.
If only Nero from 13 years ago could see what abominations is going on in today's game. This is insane that people have been doing this for 13 years.
These commentators that are doing this are dropping like 117 and ones, and scores like that, and it's like, what the hell? And then people find it impressive. That's the worst of it, is that people find that somewhat impressive. Now, obviously, if you're going 117 and 1, I don't care how bad the other players are. You obviously are good at the game. I'll give them that. I understand. I'm not denying the fact that these people are somewhat good at Call of Duty.
I disagree.
Right? I mean, obviously they are. It just, but what they're doing. Okay, I'm gonna compare. I'm gonna go old school. How many of you have heard of Shaggy G-Unit123? He faked the nuke in Modern Warfare 2. I've got a video up on Machinima. If you guys aren't aware of how that happened, essentially he had subscribers or friends or whatever. They were on the other team on the map terminal. They all stood on the B flag. He ran outside, threw a grenade. He couldn't see them because they're all laying down on the B flag. So he tried to make it look real. He faked the video, and so we got like a 6-man Semtex kill. And then he got his Harrier and dropped the Harrier right where they all had their attack inserts laying, and just that kind of thing. He faked the nuke, basically. He was essentially excommunicated from YouTube. That is what happened to.
This was also back in the day when the COD community had a lot more, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it had a lot more, like, not respect, but back then, 13 years ago, your name mattered. So you had a camaraderie amongst people who played the game in this community, and someone would abuse the game to benefit themselves, got chewed up and spit out. Flash forward 13 years, and now these people get fucking praised on a daily basis for dropping 75 nukes. It's insane.
Poor Shaggy. For that one video, he was like excommunicated for YouTube. Everyone, like, he actually deleted his channel because every single video got more dislikes than likes, regardless of what the content was. And all the comments were just filled with faking gay. How'd you fake this? You faked it. Fake.
If only if only the Call of Duty community harassed these reverse boosting pieces of shit, like how the COD community used to harass the people back in the day for faking content and faking stuff. If only. A lot less people would be reverse boosting, and a lot less people would be doing this nonsense.
Gay. That's what it was. Poor Shaggy. He has a workout channel. Like, it's like a vlog channel he has right now, where he's like doing a daily video logs of him like working out, or like charting his progress. He's trying to get in a little bit better shape. A respectable thing. Those videos have more dislikes than likes, and people are still commenting faking gay. Mind you, this happened in the infantile stages of Modern Warfare 2 in 2009. It's almost 2013, guys. It's been almost 4 years, right? 4 fucking years. And people still won't leave the guy alone. I don't see too much of a difference between him faking that nuke for a video and these Moab-taters, whatever you call them, these guys that build their channels off like these 100+ gameplays. What's the difference between him faking a nuke and these guys intentionally tanking their stats?
There's not one.
So they can face terrible players.
There's not one, Nero. They're the exact same garbage.
The idea of skill-based matchmaking was kind of a good idea, but it's kind of flawed from the start, right? So what they wanted to do with skill-based matchmaking is they wanted to make it so you're always matched up with someone of your degree of skill. Like, bad players were tired of getting destroyed by good players. Good players, well, I guess good players were never really tired of facing bad players. But basically that was it. They wanted to make it so the bad players are matched up with other bad players. That way it's an even, it's a fair fight. And it was kind of, in theory, it kind of makes sense, but it's flawed because because what defines a good player? Your stats don't define a good player. It really doesn't. And I guess that's the only indicator that Treyarch has. That's the only way they can possibly judge if someone's a good player, just by their stats. I mean, what are they going to do? Go to each and everyone's house individually and watch them play to find out if they're actually good at the game? No, they go by stats. And so now it's being abused to the point where these people are just tanking their stats intentionally. Like, it's pathetic, right? So I just typed in Black Ops 2 100+, and I was just clicking through multiple different channels.
Where have you heard that one before? Nero 13 years ago went to the YouTube search bar, typed in Black Ops 2 100+, and was scrolling through reverse boosted channels out the ass. Almost like me when I went through my videos, exposing the frauds, exposing the fakes, just going through channel after channel after channel, nuke after nuke after nuke. Oh my God.
The point where these people are just tanking their stats intentionally. Like, it's pathetic, right? So I just typed in Black Ops 2 100+, and I was just clicking through multiple different channels, right? And what I do, and this is what you guys need to do too, I just look at their gamer tag. I go to Call of Duty Elite, elite.callofduty.com, sign in, I'm sure everyone has an account, and just type in their gamer tag. Just check them out, see what their stats are. Most of these people who build their channels off 100+ gameplays, not all, but most, have somewhere around a 1 KD, somewhere around a 200 or worse score per minute, and their win-loss is like something horrendous too, like below 30%. And this is every...
Again, what are we noticing, guys? What's the crumbs that is being left? 1 KD is average, but a low score per minute and a low win-loss. This gentleman down here said that he would get really good gameplays after he would rage quit a bunch of matches and tank his win-loss. Thunder, in his Sbmm video, he always plays competitively. He never tries to lose, which means he always is playing to win. And he talked about how all of his games in Black Ops 2 were incredibly sweaty. Are you guys starting to put the puzzle pieces together like I was in my chair? I'm starting to... The cogs in this point should be turning. There's a trend that's popped up already. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys yet, but there's a trend. And when you see that trend, you're going to go, oh my God. Just like I did.
Every single one of them, every one I was finding, I'm like, how does anybody respect these people? Like, here's the thing, like, they make their channels, right? It's like 100+ gameplays, triple, quadruple, quintuple Moabs, right?
Nero, just say that one more time for the kids in the back of the class, please.
Respect these people. Like, here's the thing, like, they make their channels, right? It's like 100+ gameplays, triple, quadruple, quintuple Moabs, right? And their channel is based around people thinking...
Just change the word Moab to nuke, and it's the same fucking thing 13 years later.
They're a good player. How does anybody think they're a good player when they tank their stats so they can only face terrible players?
Exactly.
Right? Does it make sense? I think all commentators need to realize that Call of Duty Elite is a thing and anybody can look up your stats. And I think you guys, the community, the fans, if you see your favorite commentator doing this, unsub from them. Start spamming them with fake and gay comments because they're tanking their stats to intentionally get easy gameplay. That's all it is. And then they're going to go like, yeah, guys, so just bring you another 100+ like I do because I'm so good at this game, when they're facing like everyone non-prestige level 10 or lower. Right? How stupid is this? Am I the only one who sees a problem with this?
No, Nero, you're not the only one that sees a problem with it.
Needs to be fixed. So from now on, start checking all your favorite commentators' combat records on COD Elite. If they're intentionally,
If you're curious, COD Elite got shut down shortly after the lifespan of Black Ops 2. Just because I know I'm going to have some people ask. COD Elite doesn't exist no more. Which begs the question, why would they get rid of COD Elite? Why? Why would they ditch it? You guys know why. It's not a trick question. You know why they would get rid of it. It allowed you to spot the fakes and the frauds away from the authentic and the natural. That's why they got rid of it.
Downing their stats, they're intentionally reverse boosting, I guess. then fuck them. Unsub, rate fake and gay, or maybe just start trolling them, start faking gay, or start letting everyone else know in the comments, hey, he's dumping his stats so he can get easy gameplay. He's not actually that good of a player, which he's somewhat of a good player, but his stats, the players he's going up against, that's the reason he gets those gameplays. He's not the caliber of player he's making himself out to be. Is going to be my final thought for the video. But hope you guys all enjoyed this zombies gameplay.
Okay, so at this point in the puzzle, we know from one YouTuber, he gets better gameplays by leaving many games, spam leaving, tanking his win-loss ratio, and he gets good gameplays. We know from 402 Thunder, he tries to win every game. He never tries to intentionally lose. All of his games in BO2 are sweaty cesspools against nerds. And he can never get bots. But when he plays BO1, he can get bots again. And then you have Nero talking about people who reverse boost, who tank their win-loss, who tank their score per minute, who have an average KD, but they can go 105-0, 95-0, 88-0. Which I know in modern day, numbers is not that impressive because people are going like 500-0 now. But, 13 years ago, if you dropped 100-0, you were God's gift to Earth. You were the greatest FPS player known to man. But then you check them out and it's like, oh, you have a bad win-loss. Oh, your score per minute is bad. Oh. And now we get to the icing on top of the cake. Where this entire
Hey guys, C-Play.
Where this entire video comes from. Just insane.
True skill matchmaking.
So it was at this moment when I found this video, after hearing what I just heard, my jaw was on the floor. In the comment below, be honest, have any of you guys ever heard of what true skill matchmaking was? TSMM? I know what EOMM is, engagement optimized matchmaking. I know what skill-based matchmaking is, SBMM. What the fuck is TSMM, true skill matchmaking? I've never heard of this term. This video is, again, 13 years old. The moment this man said true skill matchmaking, everything clicked in my head. True skill matchmaking was the precursor. It was the baby form of skill-based matchmaking. This is what was in Call of Duty before they officially went to skill-based matchmaking. You may say, Beastly, where's the proof? I got you, fam. Don't worry. I'll show you the proof. I'll show you the documents. But it was at this moment when I saw true skill matchmaking. I've never heard of that. Because it's brand new, and you would never guess what was the first game they stuck TSMM in. You would never guess. There's a reason why this guy's playing Modern Warfare 3 and not Black Ops 2. You'll never guess.
And this is what they had in Halo 3, I believe it was. You would be ranked, placed up against people that were about the same skill level as you. And people were thinking this was going to make the multiplayer a lot harder, not as fun. But David Vonderhaar, I believe, tweeted out saying that we'll still be able to pub stomp as usual. So I don't really know what's going on with
a COD dev lying to us. Where have we heard that before? But yeah, just again, I'm going to replay that. What do you think of when you hear the definition for what true skill matchmaking is? What's the first thing that pops in your head?
you. And people were thinking this was going to make the multiplayer a lot harder, not as fun. But David Vonderhaar, I believe, tweeted out saying that we'll still be able to pub stomp as usual. So I don't really know what's going on with this whole true skill matchmaking thing. But what I do know is that it is going to be in the game. And what's recently been said and been talked about was it's going to be based on win-loss ratio.
Boom. Boom. Mic dropped. I'm going to rewind that just so for the kids in the back of the class to fucking hear that one more time. What is true skill matchmaking based off of, buddy? Repeat that one more time.
What I do know is that it is going to be in the game, and what's recently been said and been talked about was it's going to be based on win-loss ratio, not score per minute, not kill-death ratio, and
So that is what TSMM filters you by. The baby form of skill-based matchmaking. The original matchmaker. It's not doing it by ping. It's not doing it by KD like Advanced Warfare would eventually do. Black Ops 2, they introduced true skill matchmaking. True skill matchmaking filters by your win-loss ratio. What did Nero Cinema say in his video? You can look these people up on COD Elite, and what would their win-loss ratio be? Garbage. 402 Thunder, all of his games, sweaty as hell. Why? He never tries to lose, which means his win-loss ratio is really high. Hence why his games are so fucking sweaty. The first gentleman, Jive, the first video we watched, how does he fix the sweaty lobbies? He just quits. Quitting games makes you auto-lose, which tanks your win-loss, which gives you... That is how you reverse boost in Black Ops 2. You just leave, you lose. The original skill-based matchmaking system was called True Skill Matchmaking. Did not care about KD. Did not care about, as you just heard him say, didn't care about anything. What did it care about? Win-loss ratio, which, to be fair, right, to the devs' credit, 15 years ago, because this video's 13 years ago, and games just don't spawn out the ether. So there's normally time, maybe a year or two before the game comes out. So about 14 to 15 years ago, the devs sat down after making Modern Warfare 3 and said, hey, how do we protect bad players and average players from the good players? And 15 years ago, some dev said, what if we had an algorithm that matched people based off their win-loss? And they fucking stuck that shit in Black Ops 2. That is insane. That is insane.
Personally, if it was kill-death ratio, that would make it a lot more competitive in the sense. But it's saying it's going to be win-loss ratio, and people who play by themselves, unless they're playing free-for-all, they're probably going to have lower win-losses, meaning they're going to be playing against worse people. That's just what I think. And then once you win-loss drops and you play worse people, you could probably get it back up. I think it's just going to be like a rotation like that for people who play solo, because if you try to play solo objective games like I'm doing right here, actually no, I wasn't playing solo in this match, never mind, but I usually play solo ground war objectives games like domination and kill confirmed, and if I'm the only one going after the objective, at most cases, which I feel like I am, there's no way I can win the game. I can still put up like 50-some kills. Second place has only 15, and they don't even care about the objective, and I just keep dying trying to go for it.
Where have we heard that before, by the way? Where have we heard about a system being put into a game where the best player on your team will drop 50, 60, 70 kills, and the second best player on the team will drop 15 kills? If you're in any of these modern games and you're considered a good player, you're in the upper echelon, you're the high bracket of players, that is what happens to you. You can drop 75 kills, have 15 flag captures, and the people on your team are just sipping boogers the entire match. This video's 13 years ago. 13! And all of the stuff he just said, all of this prediction came to fruition 13 years ago.
They'll put up like 50-some kills. Second place has only 15, and they don't even care about the objective, and I just keep dying trying to go for it. That would pretty much bring down my win-loss, but if I have a high KD, I'm not sure how that would work, or if that would factor in any way, but playing solo is probably going to help you play against worse players, I guess you can say, and playing in parties would make you play better players, which sort of makes sense, I guess. Playing solo, you're probably playing other people that play solo.
What I want to talk about is I was watching a video from T. Martin earlier today. He's another YouTube commentator. He was talking about the Black Ops 2 True Skill matchmaking system, which is supposedly going to be in the game upon release. And then I went ahead and I watched the Mark of J's kind of like response video on the whole topic, just to hear what he kind of had to say. And this is something I've been thinking about for a while, ever since they did announce that some form of it would be in Black Ops 2. If you don't know, True Skill matchmaking is basically where they pair you up against people of equal skill level as yourself. What do I think about this? Well, I have mixed feelings about it. My first initial thought was I was kind of angry about it. I'm like, I know they can't be serious about putting this into the game. Rumor has it that it will be a playlist and not part of the normal.
So yes, this video was done before BO2 launched. And so he's hoping, or he's thinking, that this is going to be a playlist. Nobody. It's not the fucking playlist. It's the full fucking game. I'm sure the look on his face was crazy.
Multiplayer matchmaking, which I hope it is, because I don't want to play against people my skill level the whole time. I don't want to be using my most try-hard weapons every single time I play the game just to try to win.
I mean, he hit the nail right on the head. Who wants to play against good players 24/7? Thunder put it perfectly in his YouTube video. Climbing Mount Everest is fun, but who the fuck wants to climb Mount Everest every day? A marathon is fun. Who the fuck wants to run a marathon every day? And I have no words. I have no words for you guys right now. I thought these games were perfect. I thought these games had no matchmaking manipulation. I was obviously wrong. I was atrociously wrong.
I do that sometimes now in Modern Warfare 3. It's fun occasionally, but I have the most fun trying to pub stomp and beating up on bad players. Let's face it, that's what everybody likes doing. Everybody likes Call of Duty because of the thrill of chasing that really good game. Having a high scoring kill game, having a lot of fun, getting your kill streaks, that's what we enjoy. Will you still enjoy Call of Duty if you have to be using the strongest weapons in the game and the support kill streaks or whatever it is they include in Black Ops 2? I don't know.
So what he essentially just said there, aged like fine wine. How is the COD community going to feel in all future games if they are being pigeonholed to use the same fucking guns with the same attachments, with the same, he said support, the support streaks in, because of Modern Warfare 3, the support streaks are really good, but just change the word support streaks, the insert overpowered streak here. The answer is it breaks you. It breaks the community. It's so astonishing how absolutely predictable this was 13 years ago. And all of this came 100% to life.
Me personally, I don't think I will. Here's the biggest problem that I have with the true skill matchmaking. I love being competitive when I play. I mean, hell, that's why I play Call of Duty. I play because of the competition. I'm a competitive person by nature. I love to compete versus other people, whether it's sports, whether it's video games, whether it's, playing pool or air hockey. It doesn't matter. I love competing. But what I don't love is I don't like outside things influencing whether I win or lose.
What did he just say, you guys? What the fuck did he just say? He's a competitive person like I am. But I don't like it when external factors are the reason why you win or you lose. AKA when the game makes you win and the game makes you lose. And what happens in Sbmm? Right? Assuming you don't reverse boost to pad your stats, the game will have you at a perfect 1 KD. You will have the average KD. You will have the average win-loss. You will have the average stats. Because the game will keep you at the average so that you don't go anywhere. It's a very big misunderstanding with my channel. I don't support skill-based matchmaking. I've never supported this. However, I just also don't support people who tank their stats and drop a bajillion kills on bad players. I don't support that either. Two things can be wrong at once. Right? It's not like a this or that. I don't like Sbmm, and I don't like people who abuse it to pad their shit.
That being said, connection. I don't think it's a good idea. We have hard enough time finding people to match up with when there's noobs in the lobby and there's split screeners and all this other stuff. How is this going to work if
13 years ago, Ozeric is I think how you pronounce this guy's name. 13 years ago, Ozeric said, We already have a hard time with the COD servers now with lag. What the fuck is going to happen in the future when you're not natively pinging to people because of connection? You're pinging to people because of an algorithm. It's almost like your connection in future games becomes very unstable. Gee, I wonder if any of us have ever played a game with unstable servers. I wonder. I wonder if the connection problem he's predicting totally wouldn't happen in future games. I wonder.
If they're only matching us up against people of equal skill level. How many times have you been playing a game in Call of Duty? Say you're with a couple buddies, you get a 6-man crew together, you're like, alright, cool. You go into the lobby, you can't find anyone to play against, for whatever reason. Finally, they put another team in the lobby. Guess what? It's another 6-man party, and you're like, okay, cool, let's do like this little clan battle. Our guys against you guys, let's go, let's do this, we're about to stomp you. You get into the match, and they end up pulling host away from you. And you end up on a 3-bar. How frustrating is it to try and play competitive against people that are just as good as you, know the game inside and out just like you do, but yet they have a 4-bar versus a 3-bar advantage on you? It's ridiculous. That's exactly why I don't play game battles. I would love to play game battles if I could. I mean, I'm a casual player. I don't want to be professional at the game. But at the same time, you know, I like the competition. So if I could play game battles, I would, but I...
So just change out what he just said with host, because host doesn't exist anymore because we're on dedicated servers. But just change everything he just said about how one team would have an advantage over the other team because of host. Just change the word host to one team would have an advantage over the other team because of skill-based matchmaking, putting you in lobbies you shouldn't be in, connecting with the players across the world, having you lag because the game thinks you're more optimized to play in this lobby because of numbers. And so now I definitively know true skill matchmaking is a thing. Never heard of it in my life. What is it? What is it, Beastly? I got you. I got you. Look at this. Read this. If you go to Google and type in true skill ranking system, Black Ops 2, this is what pops up. In Black Ops 2, the true skill ranking system determines your rank based on who you play against rather than the number of kills you get against average players. To achieve the highest rank, players need to win placement matches to join a more skilled division. When I read that, that was ranked play. So then I thought, why are these people talking about true skill matchmaking if this is the rank system in BO2? Huh. That's odd. Oh, well, whatever. Next, I found, shout out to Ian Miles for this article from 2012. This article's 13 years ago. Black Ops 2 offers skill-based matchmaking in the system. And all you really need to read is this first section. Black Ops 2 will be the first Call of Duty title to offer a matchmaking system. For the past 8 games, there hasn't been a single Call of Duty title to offer a ranking system which places players into lobbies with other players of a similar rank and skill. That is just insane. This is insane. And so then it you know, my brain was just in shambles. My heart was broken. My childhood just completely chalked. I had to go back and look. And as you guys know, I have a skill-based matchmaking rant, and I have a general timeline placed on the screen of when skill-based matchmaking went crazy. And like I said at the beginning of the video, why was Advanced Warfare chosen to be the martyr? To be the first game to have it? And then I finally put everything together, and I'm about to show you a more accurate picture of what the fuck is going on for the last 25 years of Call of Duty. Okay, so this is the new picture, the new chart I've made. Sorry if it looks a bit scuffed. I literally just made this on the dime. So, as you heard from the article, that, by the way, if you go to the article, there's a tweet where Vandahar confirms everything is inside this article is 100% accurate. However, when David Vonderhaar deleted his Twitter, you unfortunately lost access to the Twitter link. So I would show you the visual proof of Vonderhaar saying everything spoken here is 100% fact, but unfortunately, because Vonderhaar deactivated his Twitter, all of his old tweets and all of his old links obviously no longer would work. So if you were to click on it, it would say like 404 unfound or, you know, error code 335 or, you know, insert error code here, the normal stuff when people delete stuff, yada, yada, yada. So as you heard from the title or from the article, the first 8 games had 0 matchmaking algorithm. You matched with people solely based, excuse me, I smacked my mic, solely based off connection. What were the first 8 CODs, Beastly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call of Duty 1 through 3, Modern Warfare 1, World at War, MW 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3. That was the first 8 CODs. Notice how in all the gameplays where people were talking about skill-based matchmaking I dug up, everybody was playing Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3. All the people who didn't like Sbmm, or, well, they were calling it skill-based matchmaking, but skill-based matchmaking wouldn't be invented for another handful of years. They were complaining about true skill matchmaking. That's why they were playing Modern Warfare 3. Or if you were like Nero, you were playing zombies. Black Ops 2 started this. Black Ops 2 started this with TSMM. And specifically, as you heard Nero and everyone else, you know, everyone say, the system was predicated on win-loss, not KD, not score per minute. Win-loss. That's why all the people with really high win-losses had miserable times, and the people with very low win-losses had great times. And it makes sense because Black Ops 2 is what started this. This was also in Ghost. Ghost had the exact same system, based off your win-loss. That's why in Advanced Warfare, this game, they changed the system. Because as we know definitively, Advanced Warfare ditched your score per minute. It ditched your win-loss. What did it track in Advanced Warfare? Kills. This was the game where you would have God accounts where you can go 0 and a billion and play bots all day. Now it makes sense why Advanced Warfare, to me, I was doing 2 different puzzles. I was solving 2 different puzzles. When in reality, or excuse me, I was solving 1 puzzle, but in reality, it was 2 separate puzzles. I had the pieces in the wrong order. They started manipulating these games with Black Ops 2 with your win-loss. They started this. People abused it in Black Ops 2. They abused it in Ghost. And the dev said, we can't afford this. We have to change it. That's why in Advanced Warfare, they ditched win-loss. That's why if you ask people, when did Sbmm start? They always tell you Advanced Warfare like I used to. Because I was an average player who had an average win-loss ratio back in Ghost, who had an average win-loss ratio back in BO2. I was an average player. So therefore, my experience was always average. But if you were a great player, your matches were fucking miserable. And if you were a bad player, you had the time of your life. Gee, I wonder what game that sounds like in 2024. So these first 2 games were win-loss based. It got manipulated to Kingdom Come, and that's why they changed it to KD in AW. And then from AW to Black Ops 3, they probably went... I have to do more research for the Black Ops 3 part. But I know definitively TSMM was in Black Ops 2 and Ghost. Definitively. Because both of these games are based off win-loss. And so what I think, again, what I think, this is what I'm getting from my experiment. I think from Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 4, it was true skill matchmaking. And then in Modern Warfare 2019, they changed to SBMM/EOMM. And you're probably wondering, Beastly, why would they change? I think they compiled enough data on the back end from all of their little experiments over these games to be able to upgrade the system from the true skill matchmaking system to the modern system of SBMM/EOMM. Another thing, Black Ops 3 was the first Call of Duty game to introduce ranked play. Black Ops 3 was or Black Ops 2, I keep saying Black Ops 3, excuse me. Black Ops 2 was the first game to introduce ranked play. Black Ops 2 was the first game that introduced a matchmaking algorithm. Anybody else remember what Black Ops 2 introduced into the series that didn't exist from COD 1 to Modern Warfare 3? If you answered microtransactions, ding ding, we have a winner. Prior to Black Ops 2, there were no microtransactions. You bought DLCs, downloadable content. Those were paid bundles of packages of maps, modes, and other stuff. Black Ops 2 was the first COD game to introduce microtransactions, such as the Bacon skin, the 115 skin. It was the first COD to introduce that. So do you expect me to believe that the first Call of Duty game to introduce ranked play, the first Call of Duty game to introduce a matchmaking algorithm, would also be the first game to have microtransactions? Get the fuck out of here. There's no way all three of those are just random. So I might make a third part to this series. Right now, I'm a bit fuzzy with these 4 games. Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4. All of these games are pretty locked in stone, Sbmm/EOMM. This is not going anywhere. And we know this is not going anywhere either. These first 8 games. Because as from the horse's mouth itself, the first 8 games had no matchmaker. It was strictly based off ping. So Modern Warfare 2019 to present will not change on this timeline. COD 1 to Modern Warfare 3 will never change on this timeline. Black Ops 1, Ghost, and Advanced Warfare will never change on this timeline. Now I have to go figure out what was going on with Black Ops 3, IW, World War II, and BO4. Because to my knowledge, the first 2 games obviously went by win-loss. Advanced Warfare went by KD. Black Ops 3 might have been the first hybrid system. Black Ops 3 might have been both KD based and win-loss based. Or maybe they tried score per minute, right? The jetpack games were faster, more movement, more stuff. Either way, I've never heard of true skill matchmaking. I cannot believe all of this stuff I found from back in the day. All of these people have been reverse boosting for over 15 years. And nobody knows about it. So please, if you finish this video, I appreciate you. Slap a like on the video. Share this to as many people as you can. This is insane. Like, genuinely insane. And if you want to see the math, I'll show you the math. So this is from Microsoft. As you can see, this is the Xbox 360 logo. Ranking players. This is essentially the chart that it is. As you can see right here. They break down the chart. The red upside down H looking thing is the average skill of the gamer right here. 25. That's the arbitrary number they gave you guys. The blue O is a degree of uncertainty in the gamer's skill rating. Here. Most people are going to fall here. The very top 1% of good players are here. And the bottom percent of bad players are here. Most players are here. It explains to you how the matchmaking works. It explains, has ask questions. It's insane. This is skill-based matchmaking. As you can see, trademark in 2005. This was trademarked and posted back in 2005. This was skill-based matchmaking before skill-based matchmaking. This crawled so that way skill-based matchmaking could walk. So yeah, this is insane. I've unearthed this 20-year-old find. I feel like a fucking archaeologist right now, just digging up old relics of the past. Just insane. It's absolutely insane. I appreciate you guys. I hope I can chop this this giant movie down to a stomachable length. Please like, comment, and share. Please spread this to as many people as you can. This is absolutely insane. And the fact that we've been gaslit for so long is just disgusting. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, or whatever time you watch my content in the future. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Drop me a follow / sub on Twitch. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I'll see you when I see you. Deuces.